All right, Christmas baking continued. So right now we're going to make Kahlua Balls. My timer's going to go off in a minute for my chocolate chip cookies, so I'll have to pause and get those out. But this is 3 batches of Kahlua Balls. This is going to make 108 Kahlua Balls with my small cookie scoop. So we are going to put in a half of a cup of corn syrup and 1 tablespoon. So we're going to get this cup out. Y'all, this is my Measure All cup from Pampered Chef. Lovely for sticky stuff because it just pushes and then you just scrape it off and done. You're not having to scrape all this sticky out of there. Although we do have to get a tablespoon because it was 9 tablespoons. There's 8 tablespoons in a half cup. So we have to have 1 more. All right. So now we will have to scrape it out of this. No biggie. Oh, that was funny. All right. Let me check my cookies. Because, you know, cookies and cakes and stuff, you know, when a timer goes off, you need to check it. Because we don't, nobody want no burned up cookies. Right. So let's give a quick peek. I think we better let it go 1 more minute. 1 more minute, folk. Now we have got 1.5 cups of Kahlua, which is rum and coffee liqueur. Okay? 1.5 cups. And y'all, this doesn't have baking soda or anything. I need to tell you what's in here, though. I'll tell y'all what's in here in just a minute. Because I had done that last night when I was making my Chex Mix. I went ahead and ground up my cookies. So this has 11 ounces times 3. It's a giant box you get at Sam's of vanilla wafers, okay? So probably 3 boxes of regular vanilla wafers that you'd buy in the store. And then it's got 1.5 cups of crushed pecans per batch. This is per batch. 1 box of vanilla wafers, 1.5 cups of crushed pecans, and a 12-ounce bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, and 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. That's what's in here times 3, y'all, times 3. And stirring it will be the fun part. So these are my, I probably should have pulled it out when it beeped the first time. Chocolate chunk cookies. It's the only cookie that I make large, like with a big scoop. Okay, the rest of mine I make with my small cookie scoop. Chocolate chunks, big scoop. So I told y'all I make all these different things, and each little cookie bag will have 2 of the big cookies per person. Now we need 3 teaspoons of vanilla. And this is my homemade organic vanilla. 1, 2, 3. Those cookies will sit on the pan for a couple minutes. And I really should have, now that I looked at them, I should have pulled them out. But y'all, people don't care. They're not burnt. I like mine this way. I like my cookies very crispy. But these big ones will be crispy on the edges, and they will be soft in the middle. The ones in the back of the oven just got a little bit more brown, but it's not anything wrong with it. So then we just stir all this yumminess up and mix it all together. So you want, I used my food processor last night, and you want them kind of as fine grated up as you can get them. Because think about, we're going to put them in little balls. You know what a little, I don't know if y'all have ever had Kahlua balls, rum balls, bourbon balls, any of that kind of stuff. Like Mexican wedding cookies, okay? We're going to be making those sometime too, because those are on my cookie list. But this is all it's going to be, y'all. And once I get this stirred up, we will, in between baking cookies, this is something that I can just ball a few of them up and lay them out. Once they're done, you can decorate them any way you want. Probably what I'll do with this one is I'll mix some powdered sugar, a little bit of cocoa powder, and maybe a little bit of espresso powder together and roll these in that. You can do like melted chocolate chips and, you know, pipe it over the top, or even dip them all the way. And you can put sprinkles on them. I'm not doing that just because that to me doesn't set up all the way to be in a cookie bag. Those are more like what you would do if you were putting a cookie tray out for your family to put the icing and stuff. But I'll just roll these, and then when I make my spiced rum balls, I will just roll those in powdered sugar. I may put a touch of cinnamon and ground nutmeg in the powdered sugar just to give it that little bit of kind of spiced rum flavor. God, this smells so good, y'all. I don't drink, but this liqueur, even though you are getting the alcohol and it's not cooking off, a cup and a half in this huge bowl, you ain't getting much, y'all. You ain't getting drunk or none of that. So anyway, I'm going to continue to mix this up. Y'all don't need to hang tight while I'm just working my muscles out, making my guns bigger. But I'm going to get this all mixed up, and then when I start to ball it up, I will come back with you. All right, y'all. I got this stuff mixed up. That's it. This big old bowl. 3 batches. 108 balls. Coming up. That's what it says. I don't know how many I'll get. But I just use my little scoop. And then I come on the side and just scrape it off. And then you have this little ball. Now, I make these like this and put them in my pan right here. But then I'm going to go back when it's time to roll them in my, I told you, my mixture, my powdered sugar mixture. Before I dip them in that, I'm going to come in and I'm going to roll them up into tighter, better balls. Okay? But for right now, I'm just going to start with scooping these and putting them in here. I'll get one layer in here like this. And then I'll come back, I'll put the lid on this so they don't dry out, because you don't want them drying out. Put the lid on here, and we will dip these, and then we'll start another batch. So this is what I do. I've got cookies in my chocolate chip cookies in the oven baking. So in between batches, I'm doing other things like this, and that's how y'all, when I get done with all this and y'all see everything I've made and I got a week to do it in, y'all gonna be like, how did this girl do it? I've been doing it for many years like this. You got to make use of all of your time in between your batches. So I am going to pause y'all. Now look, my scoop might get a little sticky, and if it starts getting too sticky, so remember that corn syrup was in here, I might have to come in and take my finger or a little spatula or something and clean, or even go wash it and come back. Because you don't want these things to start getting super sticky in here where you can't get them out. And the easiest way to do this, y'all, is to run it up the side of your bowl like that to flatten it out. Okay? So we're going to just keep on going here. Here comes Charles in. I'm about to pause, y'all, and I will come back as soon as I've got this pan loaded up, and we just got a little bit of start on it. So I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, you guys. Oh, my timer went off. I'm multitasking, but I wanted to show you. So I'm putting in the powdered sugar. I need to come this way with the camera on. So all I'm doing is you want to make sure your powdered sugar is sifted, because powdered sugar is lumpy. So I just have these little kind of sieves. I don't have the crank kind. I used to, but it didn't work half the time, and it was a pain. So I just go round and round. You can use a spoon. You don't have to use that scoop. You just go round and round and squeeze out, you know, just sift out all those things. All right, we'll start with that much because I'm going to add in a little bit of other stuff. I'm going to add in some cocoa powder. And I'm not measuring, y'all. I'm guessing. Okay. Add in a little cocoa powder. Oh, I left my spoon out, but that's all right. I'll use it for this, and then I'll wash it. Okay, a little cocoa powder. Some people just put plain cocoa powder on there, and it's delicious because, you know, they're not savory, but they're not super sweet like, you know, a cookie. It's not added really sugar in there. Where's my espresso powder? Here's my espresso powder. I'm going to put a little bit of espresso powder in here. Not too much. Because this is, you know, kind of bitter. Espresso powder, but it's got all that sugar. So I think this is going to be good with our Kahlua Balls, y'all. I feel like it is anyway. We'll find out, won't we? Ha! I'm going to mix it up. Oh, Lord, let me see. Did I get my cookies on? Yes. Gosh, y'all got a lot going on. Lots going on. I could just do powdered sugar. You do whatever you want to with rolling these things in it. But we're going to go with this and see how it tastes. I'm making a mess. Can y'all see that powdered sugar flying everywhere? It's because I'm rushing. And I don't know why. Just because I got a lot on the list. I keep this train a-rolling. Keep it a-rolling, folks. Okay, that looks good. Look, what do y'all think? Looks good? Let's give it a little bit of taste here. I want a little bit more cocoa. I can taste that little bit of espresso. Oh, I need to get my little sifter back out. Hello, hello, hello. Get it together, Laura Bush. Come on, stuff. Get out that jar. Got out that time, didn't it? So I can get it back in. Look at there, how good that was. All right, I'm going to put a tiny bit more of the espresso. That's enough espresso. Now let's stir this up. See what we got. I know, y'all, I keep walking off camera, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm trying to share with y'all some cookie baking, but I got limited room. And I'm doing lots of things, so sometimes I gotta get off the camera. But y'all hear that little Christmas music playing in the background? I'm about to change it because it's on a loop. And I think it's only about 6 songs that's looping, and it makes me loopy. I really like lyrics. I'm a lyric girl, so this instrumental, but it's good. You know, I'm videoing. It's probably, hopefully it's not bothering y'all. Y'all comment if the songs are bothering you in the background. Because they're not bothering me. Alright, we'll put all this up. Y'all see how I clean as I go. Y'all know what this is? A little bit of apple cider I got left. I love me some apple cider, y'all. Alright, you ready? So remember, we got to take these and we got to roll them into balls. I should have already done it because I can tell they're getting a little dried out already. So when you roll them into the balls, they get sticky again. Okay? So, there we go. A nice Kahlua ball. Yes, this takes a minute. If they crumble in your hand, work it back together. It'll come back together because of the corn syrup and the oil in the chocolate chips. Okay, so what I do is, I just did that to show y'all. But I usually roll them and drop. That's why I use this half pan right here instead of a bowl, just because I can get more in there. So it's kind of like an assembly line, y'all. When you can do the same thing repetitively, it's better than doing one, getting the powdered sugar on it, putting it in here, doing one. No, roll them. That's how you get faster, is assembly. Do it all at the same thing. Because you're in the groove. Get in the groove, folks. Get in the Christmas cookie groove. And enjoy it. Turn on some music. Sip you some cider. Or your favorite beverage. Whatever y'all like. Maybe you like a cup of coffee. Maybe you like some coffee with Kahlua in it while you make Kahlua Balls. Maybe you like a White Russian. I don't know what you like. But find something you like and make this enjoyable. I love this. You know, if I'd have had my choice, I'd probably own a bakery or some type of restaurant, you know, something. But it just wasn't in the cards for me. It's not what God had for me. Because if God had that for me, see, this one's trying to crumble up, y'all. I probably didn't get it as tight on the bowl as some of the other ones, so it was probably already a little loose. But see, it worked right up. It comes right back together. You can feel it if it starts to... Y'all see what I'm doing? I'm kind of pressing it a little bit to try to come back together, because I stopped and I did my cookies. I did other things. I should have done these straight away before they had a chance to... I mean, they're not super hard, but a little bit drier on the outside than I would like. All right, I got somebody beeping in, but I don't recognize the number, so I'll call them back. It might be a customer. I don't know. We'll see as soon as I get this one little pan filled up. I'll check and see who called me. But I'm not going to keep y'all on here while I'm doing this, because y'all see how I'm doing this. Just repetitive, y'all. Just keep this going. Fill up your pan. Now, look. Once I get a level filled, I'm going to take a piece of parchment and I'm going to put over it. I'll do the next layer with the sugar already on it. So once it's ready, I'll do that, and I'll keep doing that until my pan's full, and then I'll cover it, and if I need to get another pan, then that's what I'll do. But this is all there is to it, y'all. It's fun. These things are delicious. But anyway, I'm going to come over here and pause y'all till we kind of get them all done, and I might come back and show you at the end. If I don't, y'all see what's going on, right? All right, till the next recipe. Okay, so I've been doing a bunch of other things, but I jumped back on. I wanted to tell you, you know, sometimes you start playing, think it's going to work, and you find, oh, I think I could do this a little better. So here's what I did. Before, remember, I took the balls and I filled this thing up. Well, by the time I had life happen and I'm stopping and starting, half of it got too dry, and I almost had to work them into balls in my hands for a while, almost like you would do, you know, when you're forming Play-Doh ball. You have to work it. Well, that's almost what I did. So what I decided was I'm going to only do 12 at a time. So I scooped 12, and what I also found out is when I scoop it with this, that gives me the right amount. If I put it in my hand and just like make a fist and make it into a ball, it doesn't dry out as bad because it's more sealed. So that's when I started just scooping out 12, and just like that. I was just giving it a squeeze and laying it in here and getting 12. And then you can put more in this pan. Like I could have 12, 24, 36, whatever in here. Because if I get called away real quick or have to stop for whatever reason, I can just take this pan and just give it a quick shake like that. They're all covered. Now they won't dry out. And I can go do whatever I want. If I have to leave them in there, it's fine. It's not going to hurt them. Then I can take them out, you know, and put them in this pan with the rest of them. Like I said, once I get this level full, I'm going to cover, lay parchment on the top and make more and make, you know, 2, maybe 3 layers in that pan. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of share that and jump back on and say, Laura's still in the kitchen. Anyway, I'm having a blast. I hope y'all are doing something fun. It's Friday night here. I am gonna probably post this video maybe tonight or tomorrow sometime. I have to dispatch in the morning, so I got to get up early. But I'll be back and get to cooking again. So I'll be back when I'm finished. Hey, all right, so I'm back, and y'all ignore the background noise. We got the guy here installing the gas logs, so you might hear them talking in the background. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys was I got the first layer. Show you. We got the first layer of Kahlua Balls here. So then I just cut a piece of parchment to fit right over the top. Actually, I'm going to flip it over so it curls down and doesn't curl up. Alright, so we've got that in here. And now we'll make the rest of the balls and put them right in here on another layer. And I think that's all that there'll be, is just one more layer. Anyway, just wanted to show y'all that. Be back in a little bit. Alright, y'all. The Kahlua Balls are done. And my arm's feeling, so we've got 1.5 layers, and I kind of counted them roughly. I have about 180, so they had said 108, I think. So I guess theirs might have been bigger. I don't know, but I got about 180 Kahlua Balls. I still got the spice rum ones to do, but I'm gonna stop and grab me a quick bite of dinner. And then I'm going to start a batch of some type of cookie. I haven't decided yet, because I want that, like, while it's baking, I'll be doing some of the rum balls. But anyway, that's it, folks. Oh, let's taste one. Want to taste one? I gotta have just one. Let's see how it is. That's delicious. I don't like super sweet things. You know, like eat pound cake. If I eat birthday cake, I take the icing off. Cupcake, I take the icing off. This, it's perfect. It's chocolate and coffee, y'all. Come on. And pecans. It is delicious. I can eat the whole thing. Anywho, make y'all some Kahlua Balls. They're easy. Nothing to it. Don't even have to cook. It's a no bake.